The Friday Revue with Richelle Hunt and Brian Nankervis.
On ABC Radio Melbourne.
And I must apologise to Patrick and Mulgrave. You're right. You don't rewind the tape and then turn it over. You fast forward the tape and then turn it over. Of course you do. How silly am I? And Brian and Rich, I'm still doing the cassette thing. I love it. The levels, the songs squeezing, and I do it all for my old ute, says G. Well, a man and a woman that have made their way from Geelong that may still have a cassette player in the car because multiple people have here on text. Callum Watson and Eleanor Moller are a part of Geelong After Dark, where their installation is all about celebrating all things cassette and saxophone. It's a very strange combination. Welcome to the both of you to the Friday Revue.
Lovely to be here.
Thank you.
Where do you have a cassette player in your car?
We do. Yeah, both ours do. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you listen to on cassette?
I'll have a good classical overture. Yeah, just storing through to a gig with a lovely William Tell overture.
Wow.
Doesn't get any better.
I've never listened to classical music on cassette.
No, and yet, Callum, you may be a classical fan, and I know you are one of the young composers of the year, and you've travelled to the Netherlands plying your trade. But the event that you're involved in tonight, which is part of Geelong After Dark, a massive installation in the city of Geelong tonight between 6 and 10, but you're involved in Boombox Requests.
That's right.
Involving a large boombox and 7, is it, classic Australian pop songs?
Bit of pop.
Yeah.
Bit of rock.
Tell us about Boombox Requests.
Well, we've got 7 cassette tapes. Beautiful fluorescent orange. They'll glow all night. Some of the best classic Australian tunes will be on them, represented by these cassette tapes.
Yes.
Tunes like The Real Thing, Russell Morris. What else we got? We're doing Danny Boy. Bit of an Australian arrangement of it.
Oh, Danny Boy.
Danny Boy.
And so if Brian and I were to come along as fans of cassettes, I mean, what do we do? What's our interaction?
Well, basically, you just there'll be 7 cassette tapes splayed out on a table. Mm-hmm. Choose one of them. They'll be labelled. You choose the tune that you'd like to hear. Put it in this authentic 1980s cassette player, and see it come to life.
And you've got 2 sides there. And where does the saxophone come into this?
Well, the saxophone will be playing all of it, actually. So if you want to hear We Are the Champions on 7 saxophones 8 times in a row, you can have that.
Right.
You're in charge.
So whatever happens, you're then having to wing it and play it. I feel like we need to throw some titles at you now and see what happens, Brian.
Well, I mean, Callum mentioned The Real Thing, really, along with Kaysan and perhaps To Adore, a possible Australian anthem. I'm there at the Geelong Library tonight. I walk up to the boombox. I select The Real Thing. What do I hear?
Well, first you'll hear a bit of a voiceover while we hastily turn our pages.
Yours truly.
Yeah.
That's right. What might you say,
Well, we'll get
Callum?
you into position and you can have a little play.
You're listening to Boombox Requests.
And then we jump right into it.
Oh, so that's just the beginning. But can we hear a little bit of The Real Thing?
A little bit.
Give us a bell.
A little bit
Give us a bell.
more? Come on, Eleanor, you've come up from Geelong. You've got that magnificent saxophone. You've got a 60-minute drive with Callum and a cassette player. What about a little extra? Oh, sweet
Silky
tone.
stuff.
Yeah.
And what does the boombox look like? Is it one of the double cassette players side by side? Is it red? Remember red was a big thing for 80s cassette
they're
players?
huge, weren't
Yeah.
No, it's a white one. It's got a lot of fluorescent tags on it, so should shine in the night. It'd be beautiful.
And you can see. Brian and Richelle, I showed my 9-year-old the tape recorder. I showed him how you could rewind just a small part, and then a few days later he was trying to rewind the CD. But you can't rewind a CD just a small amount. So he was thinking that old technology was better. He now loves the cassette. Many people saying, yes, still play cassette. I have an 8-track cassette tape player in my 1975 Ford Falcon 500.
Man.
That's a sassy image right there, isn't it?
Callum,
much better. No.
tell us about the tonight in Geelong. Now, this is something, it's been happening for a while. I believe this is the 6th year.
That's correct.
And it has a theme called Heighten the Senses. If I'm wandering around Little Mallop Street in Geelong tonight, what am I likely to come across?
Well, I saw last night they've organised aerial acrobatics on the ice or Barwon Water building,
Right.
which is all concrete, but they've got these aerial acrobatics team climbing it. What else we got? We've got street theatre.
Yeah.
Right.
We've got another great one. We've got is Connecting Song, which features Mark Wilson, Mick Thomas, and Adelita from Magic Dirt.
Yeah, I love the sound of that. You're connecting young,
Connecting song.
aspiring singer-songwriters with sort of more established ones.
That's right.
But people who've got a connection with Geelong.
That's the crux of it. Yeah, so there'll be 3 unsigned musicians and 3 established musicians. So it'll be really beautiful. So they'll be playing as a music video. So it'll be cycling music video in the Little Mallop Street. So that'd be beautiful.
And there's a combination of pop-up installations, performances, films, extreme art, not just any ordinary art, Mr. Brian Nankervis, extreme art. All street corners, footpaths, laneways, cafes, and all of the institutions are taking part in this. So if you live in the area of Geelong or you have no plans this evening, then it's a wonderful reason to head down there. So it's called Geelong After Dark. Callum Watson, Eleanor Moller, thank you so much for joining us on the Friday Revue. We're actually going to go out with a little snippet from your boombox. So just enjoy a little bit of circa 80s saxophone.